في لبنان أولاً السيد كوردوني، يليه السيد أمانيا، وبعدين بنتوقف مع أسد.
We're asking for $1.2 billion. This is actually the amount that we received last year. So taking into account the financial situation of also our donors, we decided to ask the same amount, and if we get it, we will be able again this year to break even. Now, part of this amount is the emergency appeal for Syria that we're also launching today. And that is money that is for Syria and as well for Palestinian refugees here in Lebanon that come from Syria.
Before the crisis, we had 560,000 Palestine refugees in Syria. As a result of the war, 122,000 left the country, leaving behind 438,000. Now, of the 438,000 who remained in the country, 95% are dependent on UNRWA. Just as a comparison, before the crisis, only 6% of the refugees were dependent on UNRWA, in the sense that they were falling below the poverty line, and we had to provide them with ongoing assistance. However, after the war and the loss of property, livelihoods, and breadwinners, 95% of this population falls below the poverty line, and they need and rely entirely on UNRWA.
Good morning, this is Tony Gabriel from AFP. I had a question regarding the crisis of last year.
We have been able to overcome the crisis last year, but again, we're starting this year knowing that there is many hundreds of millions that we need to find in order to balance our budget. And I think the encouraging sign of last year is, despite the loss of contribution from the US, that historically has been the largest and most generous donor of UNRWA, and therefore we particularly regret their decision no longer to fund us. But in spite of that loss, other countries have come into play to support us. And we look forward to their continued support, as well as to other countries to come and help and assist us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you all.